That one I'm just like, oh, Taylor. What did I just hear? Hello and welcome back to the Nuanced AF podcast. I'm Juan.
I'm Lex.
And we are two highly empathetic people who are always trying to find the nuance in everything because everything is nuanced AF. Lex, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Let's cut right to the chase. So we record these episodes ahead of time. Subscribe to our Patreon if you want to get early access to them. But as we are recording this, the new Taylor Swift album has just dropped, and that's pretty much what we're going to be talking about. This is going to be a very Taylor Swift focused episode, so if that's not your thing,
maybe a skip.
But thanks for joining us anyway. Enjoy any one of our other episodes. But today we are going to be talking about the life of a showgirl.
Yeah.
Usually I like to save the Am I the Assholes, the TikToks for later. But I think because our topic is so... We're probably going to spend a lot of time on it.
Yeah.
Let's do those first. I'll leave it up to you. Which one? I'm just going to show one TikTok and do one Am I the Asshole. So let me know which one you want to do first.
Let's do the TikTok and then Am I the Asshole?
Okay. Sounds good. And they will be on theme.
And this is allegedly Taylor Swift, an East Coast woman, is planning on getting married somewhere this coming summer, right? She was reached out to by the establishment where she's having her wedding, and they said, hey, would you be willing to actually change the date of your wedding? She said, fuck no. And they said, this client is willing to pay for your wedding and honeymoon if you change the date of your wedding because she needs this. And this is allegedly Taylor Swift. And this is allegedly...
What do you think of that?
Oh, that's wild.
Like, imagine if we were in that position where, like, we had a date set and then all of a sudden, hey, we have a client that is asking if you could move yours and they're willing to pay for your wedding and your honeymoon.
I think it would depend on how close it was to the actual wedding. Because if it was, like, far enough out and you could, like, reroute people, I think that would be fine.
Now, what if it wasn't? What if it was like a couple weeks out?
Oh, I don't know.
Now, hold on. What if you found out 100%? This is Taylor Swift asking.
Oh, if you 100% found out?
You 100% have confirmation.
That'd be wild, first off. That'd be a crazy story.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if it was a couple weeks out, it's like, that's a lot. Like, even if someone's here's a bit of issue for me is a lot of the stuff would probably already be paid for like a wedding. Like, I guess that would technically
get refunded, I guess?
Yeah, you get reimbursement
and more for the honeymoon.
Yeah, for the honeymoon. But once again, that would probably already be paid for. But like, I don't know. Like, a couple weeks out is wild. A couple weeks out is like, because then that's like inconvenient for your guests. Like at that point, where it's like I would maybe be like, if it was like me and you, like, oh yeah, if just us, sure, but like you have other people to consider, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you can't just be like, I mean, I guess you could if someone wanted to be like, yeah, we're gonna move everything, sorry. Like
one of the top comments was like, I would do this, plus I need an invite to the wedding. And I'll just be like, honestly, give me an invite, Taylor. That's what I want.
Yeah, see, like, that's the thing. Like, if it was a couple weeks out, I would be a little hesitant. But if it was, like, months in advance, I'd be like, okay, you know. But also, like, you are getting, like, reimbursed. I feel like that is kind of worth it.
Yeah.
I don't know. What would you want to do?
I think... Again, I think you're right. I agree with you. Where if it's far enough in advance, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I think that's fine. If it's too close, I might be like, I don't know. I might ask for more money for the guests too.
Low key, yeah, because I'd be like, the money is great, like, and then that story is great, but then it's like, oh, that's so inconvenient.
Yeah.
For everyone in your life.
Especially if guests are traveling.
Yeah, which I feel like for most
because they're not getting anything out of this.
Yeah. exactly. Like the wedding's already been in place. You've because if it's weeks, the wedding's already in place. You've already sent out your invites. You've already got RSVPs. You already got all these things in place. So it's like that's very, very inconvenient now to like switch everything up. It's like I don't know, but then like obviously if it was Taylor Swift for a fact and then it was like the money, well, first off, I'd have a conversation. I'd be like, bro, really? Like, I'd be like, this is really inconvenient. Like, but
I mean, you throw enough money at me, I'll overlook the inconvenience.
Yeah, for real. But it's not just like a personal inconvenience. It's inconvenience for everybody else in your life too. That's so it's like, that's what stops me. Like, that's the thing. If it was months in advance, okay, fine. You can change things. You can change the venue. You can change the date. You can change all the things. You haven't sent out all the RSVPs. Like, you can change some stuff. But yeah, it would depend on the timeline. That is my answer.
Yeah. And I do think it does change things if I know for a fact
if it's Taylor Swift.
This is 100% Taylor Swift asking.
Yeah, if it's Taylor Swift.
Like, she outright DMs us on Instagram. We'll be like,
yeah.
Taylor.
I see. Here's also the caveat is, I need an invite to your wedding.
Yep.
And you need to come to mine.
Oh,
like, that's
shit. Yeah.
That's
Will
the caveat.
you sing at my wedding?
Yeah. That's the caveat. Like, are you going to sing at my wedding? Because if you are, then we can do it. We can work something out. There needs to be a mutual trade here.
You get 3 songs. What 3 songs?
Oh, my God. 3 songs?
What 3 songs are you picking?
Oh. Okay.
I think I already got mine.
You got, really? That quickly?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Because I think we've talked about like what songs of hers like
True.
we'd want maybe to be played. So I think.
Okay, you go first.
Blank Space, Lover, You Are in Love.
Oh, okay, cool. I would definitely do You Are in Love. Definitely Blank Space. And I think I'd want Betty.
Betty?
Betty, yeah.
The fuck? No, okay.
I love Betty.
Okay.
Betty's so good. Or like August.
Okay, that's cool.
Because I love August too.
Yeah.
Because like Blank Space and You Are in Love are both like Lover too is really nice, but I like You Are in Love a little bit better than I like Lover, even though I do like Lover. Yeah, that's crazy. I would be like, just play your whole discography, please.
Can we just have like a mini Eras tour?
Yeah, please. We never got to go.
Just a medley. Yeah, we were so close. We were right outside.
We got engaged at the Eras tour.
Yes, we did.
But we were right outside in the parking lot.
Yeah, I couldn't get tickets. I tried. I fought in the Great War. I was waiting in that Ticketmaster queue, and there were like thousands in front of me. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, and I tried even before that, like to get tickets.
We're
and
both Capital One members.
Yep,
so.
we still couldn't get any. I was very salty. I was very salty that we weren't able to go, but that's all right. You know, we got engaged, so that's still a story at least.
Yeah, and it was a fun story. We do go over that story in our other podcast. I'll link that down below. So if you want the full story, it'll be there. So, all right. You want to move on to Am I the Asshole?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Let's go. This is also like on theme. Okay.
Am I the asshole for lying about liking Taylor Swift?
Okay. All right.
I'm going to be honest. I, 17 male, really like Taylor Swift. I'm not a diehard fan or anything, but I think she's a pretty good artist, and I like a lot of her music. Me and my girlfriend, 18 female, are both fans, and we're actually going to her concert next month, which is pretty cool. So I guess this was during the Eras tour.
Cute.
My friends don't really like her, and they're kind of rude about her, saying she sleeps around, etc., and dates too many men.
Well, that's a stupid reason to not like someone, but okay.
I just laugh and don't really say anything. Obviously, I don't agree with that, but they'll make fun of me if I say anything else. I don't really tell anyone I listen to that kind of music because I'm not a feminine guy at all, and I'd be called gay or something. Nothing against gay dudes, obviously, but I'm clearly not one. I'm honestly a big music/theater guy too, and I didn't think that it was that embarrassing, but my friends make fun of me for it, so I decided I'll stay quiet about my more feminine interests. The other day, me and my friends were hanging out together, and someone was watching a video of this girl crying at a Taylor Swift concert. IDK, it was kind of dumb, but whatever. I guess me and my friends were laughing at her and calling her stupid. My girlfriend was there too, but she didn't say anything.
Oh.
but she messaged me later asking why I said that, and I kind of told her everything I already said in this post. I'm quite a masculine dude, and it's embarrassing, basically. She told me to grow up and that she's not going to go with me if I'm acting weird like this because plenty of men like her. Am I the asshole? I see her point, but I'm quite insecure already, and I really don't want my friends to think of me differently.
Well, the question is he an asshole for lying about it?
Yeah.
Well, I would say this was a hard one not because he's an asshole, but because, like, low-key, he just needs better friends.
Yeah, that was the consensus in the replies. They were calling him a soft. You are the asshole.
Yeah, I can see that.
So.
Yeah, what do you think?
I get it. Yeah, in this scenario of who is wrong. Well, first of all, your friends
are wrong.
Are the assholes for making you feel like you can't like that stuff and not get made fun of.
Exactly.
In a serious way.
Like, it doesn't seem like a healthy, like, masculinity or like healthy, just healthy friendship, really. Either like, if you can't say the things you like within a friendship, like, that's a problem. That's a clear problem.
Yeah.
And I don't really blame the girlfriend that much either. I'm just like, dude.
It's not like your friends have to be like Swifties either.
No, but like to just like respect that you like something else or different than yours is like kind of a fundamental like issue when it comes to a friendship. Like, if you can't be honest with your friends, that's a problem.
Yeah, exactly. And I agree that, like, you probably shouldn't have gone along with it with your girlfriend right in front of you.
Yeah.
Who, like, is a fan of hers.
Yeah, I probably would have just not said anything at that point. Like, but then he's probably thinking, oh, if I don't go along with it, then, they're going to make fun of me or whatever.
Yeah.
Which maybe that's true. But again, just you need to either be more honest with your friends, or you just need better friends.
Yeah.
Like, just. I
think I agree.
And the stuff that they're making fun of Taylor Swift for is kind of like very kind of like low brow. Like, you're
very
like, you're making fun of her because she has had boyfriends and has, like, quote unquote slept around a lot. Like, and whether she has or has not is kind of neither here nor there.
It's kind of that same old tired playbook of all the criticisms about her, and the very, like, simple-minded ones too. Nuanced.
And it's not even just Taylor Swift. I would have that problem with, like, anybody. Like, if you're criticizing somebody's music, especially based on the fact that they've slept around with people, well, talk to someone in their 20s. I feel like most people sleep around.
Yeah.
So it's, like, not that weird. And also, like, again, not really a criticism of her music as much as it is a criticism of, like, her behavior, I guess, which I guess is, like, I don't know, that just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, and it's not even like a, like, critical analysis of her. It's just, again, very, like, surface level.
Yeah.
Kind of, like, regurgitated talking points of like why, like, some people don't like her. And
like, I don't necessarily 100% like respect and I guess that opinion if that's all they say. If they're like, oh, I also don't really like her music, it's not my vibe, like, that I can respect a bit more than if you're just like, oh, well, she sleeps around and has lots of boyfriends and only sings songs about love.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's not a great take, I don't think. And, like, I just feel like this guy needs better friends.
Yeah. I think your friends are the real asshole.
Yeah.
And you're half asshole, like, in front of your girlfriend, and I think you should apologize to her. But I also think you're self-aware enough to, like,
he knows he's wrong.
Yeah, because, like, you admitted that you're, insecure about this, and
yeah,
I have a little sympathy for that. Like, that, you that comes with time to, like, maybe become less insecure about those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, that also comes with, like, better friends.
Yeah, better friends, and like, it's not to say like ditch your friends. It's if you can salvage these relationships,
Right,
like salvage them. But sometimes, like, some people aren't always like there for you to help. Like, you can't help everyone grow all the time. You know, like you can try, you can definitely be like put in that effort for sure, but that doesn't mean like ultimately they have to be the ones to be like, okay, yeah, I want to see your perspective, I want to see your point of view, I want to grow as a person. And if they don't see that, then there's not really much you can do about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, good luck to the guy.
Yeah.
Like,
good luck to you.
and the girlfriend,
Yeah.
because I feel like
I wonder if they ended up going to the Eras tour or not.
Yeah, I wonder. Because
those tickets are hard to get. Yeah, I would know.
I mean, she could probably just bring one of her friends.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah. But like, still, that is kind of a bummer if like he really did want to go.
Yeah.
And like he's like, oh, I fucked up, so now it's, yeah.
Yeah, because that experience could have been life changing for him. He could have really become a Swiftie. Because like I
feel like she should have still let him go, but they should have had like a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's like, I get that that's kind of like the consequence, but it's also like, I don't know. He just needs to get his stuff together.
Yeah. With
the friends and everything, but they still should have gone in and like enjoyed it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Your friends should have let you be who you are.
Yeah, for sure. That's kind of the whole point.
Yeah. So, hope things ended up okay with these two.
Yeah.
All of them, really.
And the friends, yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, that's that for Am I the Asshole? Let's get right into the main topic of today's show, which is TS12, The Life of a Showgirl.
Crazy that she's on her 12th album.
I know.
It's wild.
I know. So, overall thoughts, first impressions.
Well, my first impressions. Well, go ahead. Were you still talking?
No, I was teeing it up for you.
First impressions is, the first impression I have with every single album is, I don't know if I like this just yet.
I've heard that from a lot of people. A lot of people like are self-aware enough to be like, I know I'm not gonna like it at first. I know I'm gonna listen to it a lot, and then all of a sudden, one by one, these songs I'm gonna grow attached to them.
Yep.
So that's a common thing I've heard, and I feel like I might fall into that as well. Like,
that's me every album since Midnight's.
Okay. Yeah.
Every album since Midnight's, I've been like, I don't know about this, but I'm like, I'm gonna sit with it. And I just give it a chance, and then I end up liking it. I don't obviously like everything the same.
Yeah.
The same level, and I've listened to this album like maybe 5 or 6 times all the way through. So generally, yeah, I like it. I think the vibe is a lot more like fun and poppy. I enjoy it. I think is it her best like lyrical work? I don't think so, but there are still some like fun bits in there, and I don't think everything needs to be her best lyrical work.
Yeah, she doesn't always have to be writing just like super groundbreaking lyrical songs. Like
like Midnight's TTPD. Like it doesn't have to all be.
They can still be fun songs. They can be songs you jam out to.
Yeah, I think that's fine. And this is honestly more mixed than I feel like most people are giving it credit for. There are some pieces here that are more, nuanced with like the subject matter. I feel like that people are just like, oh, this is just like, they're writing it off as like a fun and poppy, and it's not necessarily true.
Yeah. I mean, my first impressions of it, you had it on while I was kind of like working on some things, and then there are definitely some lyrics that caught my ears and made my jaw drop.
Yeah, the way I was like organizing my closet and like turning my closet over for fall, and I'm just like peeking over every time I heard like a spicy lyric, and he's just like, what?
And then, she just sees me, my jaw's on the floor, being like, what did she say?
And I'm
what
just
did
like,
I was like, oh my
spicy,
God, Taylor.
Spicy Taylor.
Naughty.
I was like, oh, okay, they're doing this now. I feel like every album she gets more like direct with her.
She gets spicier and spicier.
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay. Any other like first impressions for you? Like, how was your like general feeling? Did you like it, or
I think I liked it immediately more than like a TTPD. And I think that's because I prefer songs with like
more
catchy
hook?
melodies,
Yeah.
songs you can dance to. Like songs with like hooks. And like this had a lot more than that than TTPD did. And you know, I think both albums are great for different reasons.
TTPD is insane with how many songs is on there.
Yeah, the double
so
album.
Good, but so crazy. Yeah, that's how I felt too. I mean, like I was like, this is a clear departure from like TTPD and like Folklore and Evermore and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's also not in the same way of like, oh, she's like doing a totally different thing than she used to do, because you know 1989 exists and Midnight's exists, and there's you know a lot of like even like Red a little bit. There's like poppy songs, you know. It's not like she's never done a pop album before.
Right.
She's just kind of returning to form a little bit.
Yep.
So it's not that weird. But this is kind of more polarizing, I feel like, than any other album.
That I wasn't expecting because I don't know. I was listening to it and I was like, cool. I thought maybe like the only polarizing thing was going to be like, you know, how spicy she's getting in some of these songs.
I thought it was going to be the diss track. That was mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, you had to fill me in on those gaps because I didn't know what
didn't
was
have
going on.
That like, yeah, you didn't have that context.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is, you know, fair enough. But I don't know. I feel like it's I probably have to listen to it a bit more, but I generally like all the songs kind of the same. There are a few standouts for me for the most part. But generally I feel like they're all kind of like vibe wise. It almost sounds like the whole album is one song. And like that's not necessarily a criticism. That's not a bad thing for me. It's all like very sonically similar. And I think Taylor does that intentionally a lot of the time.
I think she has a signature sound.
Yeah, which is ironic to say because TTPD and all the other ones, but
because I'm pretty sure I said this when we were listening to it some of the first few times where I was like, oh yeah, this sounds like a Taylor Swift sounding album.
Yeah, I do really I do like the back and forth, because like when I think she's singing about one thing, it'll turn into something like more serious, and it's like sometimes you got to pick that out, I think, because
I think I know what song you're referring
to. There's a few actually in this case, because it's just like she talks about a lot of like serious things in like a fun way in this, and I'm just like, wow, she's talking about how difficult the music industry is, but then it's like she's also, you know, saying that, you know, her dick's bigger, like that vibe.
That's one where my jaw was through the basement.
when I first heard that, I was like, oh damn, she's going there.
Yeah, I was like,
oh,
what did I just hear? Did I hear that correctly? Back that up.
Yeah. And I was just like, what? I was like, okay, we're going there. Basically, I feel like for the most part, this is how I feel about Taylor Swift albums, is any album for the most part I think is going to win me over, because even if I don't like it at first, I'm always very like, okay, I gotta sit with it, I gotta listen to it, I gotta, you know, be there, hear it, give it some time to like gel,
give it some time to grow on you.
Yeah. I feel like it's I don't know. I feel like that with every single album.
Yeah.
Since like Midnight's.
Yeah, and that you know, that's valid.
Yeah.
Sometimes things take a while to grow. Sometimes, like I remember when I first heard the song "Lover," I was like, oh, this is an instant classic. This is like timeless to me. This almost feels like I've heard it already before. But, yeah. So let's talk about top 3.
Oh, top 3.
Top
okay,
3.
okay. Wait, let me get my list.
Cool. Ladies first, what is your top 3? It doesn't have to be in order.
Okay.
But if you have an order, go ahead.
I do have
'cause
order.
I don't. Okay, my top 3 are not in order. I just picked my top 3 favorites.
Okay, my top 3 in order are 1 is father figure.
Okay.
2 is eldest daughter.
Okay.
And 3 is honey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine are different.
That's okay.
But like,
I like this
think,
contrast.
I think that makes sense for you.
Yeah.
I was wondering if like one of the first 2 were gonna make it into your top 3, the fate of Ophelia or Elizabeth Taylor.
Oh yeah.
Or
those
even
are,
Opalite.
Oh, see, the 3 you just said are like my top 5.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
In my top 5 for sure.
Got it.
Or at least top 10.
Yeah.
I think Opalite would probably be like 4, and then maybe Fate of Ophelia would probably be 5, and then 6 maybe Elizabeth Taylor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why those 3? The ones you picked for your top 3.
Well,
Father figure, eldest daughter, and honey, right?
yeah. Well, father figure, first off, I really enjoyed that. It's you have to listen to it maybe a few times to understand that.
You gotta get past the my dick's bigger part.
Yeah, you gotta get past my dick's bigger part, and realize it's coming from alternating perspectives, which I think is a cool way to write. Taylor Swift does it a lot. But I love when she does that because it starts with one thing and then ends with another thing, and it's just a fun game, as you're listening to it. And I just love that it's probably more than likely, if not completely confirmed, about Scott Borchetta and the Scooter Braun and
okay, I'm glad
all
you
that
said
situation.
that because I have a note. I have kind of a question of like, who is this about? Because I wasn't quite sure.
Oh, yeah. I would be very hard pressed to believe that it was about anybody else but them too. And then at the end, it ends with, her being like, you made a deal with this devil, being her. You made a deal with me, basically.
Is she calling herself the devil?
Yeah, basically being like, being like, oh, you mess with the wrong person. That's the whole vibe. Like, you mess with the wrong person. You didn't think I was going to put up a fight, and here I am putting up a fight, and I'm going to protect a family, meaning her albums. She's going to protect her albums. That's the family, right? And I just love that. I'm here for any of that kind of Scott Borchetta, like Scooter Braun bit, because it's just like, it's cool that she took back her album, especially after she bought them all back. And then the whole thing was just kind of like that. This whole thing just kind of sucked and it was shady. And I think it's a really interesting conversation to be having, because it's like, why don't other artists want their masters? Or like, why is it set up in a way that it's so difficult for artists to get their masters? And I know that's like a personal choice on like an artist's part, but it's, I don't know.
I mean, I would imagine like some corporate greed leads into there.
Yeah, unfortunately true.
Like business industry standard stuff, like.
Yeah, I didn't even know anything about that really until like Taylor Swift started talking about it.
Yeah,
and then
neither.
It really is so common that like artists don't own the stuff they're making, and that's like really strange to me. Yeah. So I just like the saga of that.
I always thought artists also wrote their own songs. Like I didn't.
Some do.
Well, I was a kid. Yeah,
some do.
A lot do.
Yeah.
Like Taylor Swift being like
Taylor
a
Swift
great
does.
example.
Yeah.
But I thought that was just across the board. Everyone did this. But I was also a kid when I thought this. So
some singers aren't artists; they're just singers, which I guess in some way still makes them an artist.
Yeah.
But it's not as creative, I guess, as like, say, like creating an actual song and writing it and going through the lyrics and the music.
Some are just performers, which are, it's still valid.
Yeah, still valid. You're still an artist, just in a different way.
Yep.
Yeah, like quite literally a performance artist.
Mm-hmm.
Where like Taylor Swift is more of like a singer-songwriter. Like she writes writes the lyrics, music sometimes. Obviously as help because she collaborates and has like different producers and whatever, but yeah. And my second one, I mean, eldest daughter, I feel like is kind of like, I feel like most older, or even just older children can like understand that whole thing. I really love the line of like, I know it's a little, people say it's a bit controversial, right? Oh, I'm not a bad bitch, but
And this isn't savage.
and this isn't savage.
Yeah, is it just because like those are a little bit more like slangy, like Gen Z terms?
I'm not sure. I think maybe it's
bad bitch, I don't even know.
I don't even know either. I feel like that's definitely more of like a needed to research topic for sure.
I personally did not cringe at that. I didn't find anything.
I didn't find that
wrong with
cringy
that.
either, but I like that you said that, because it's like that's the whole point, right? Like she's saying that's not me, but I'm never gonna let you down. Like I feel that very viscerally. I think that, you know, I don't.
Who is she talking to when she says "I'm never gonna let you down"? Her parents?
I think she's talking just generally, but she might be talking to someone specifically.
Okay, I'm just wondering because like when the song titles "Eldest Daughter,"
Yeah.
it implies like a child-parent relationship thing, but I don't know. I may be taking that a little too literally.
Yeah, I think it could be both. I also think it could just be like eldest daughter complex, right?
Okay.
That like you're talking about it like, because that's like a whole thing.
Okay.
Basically, that eldest daughters have like certain sets of expectations like put on them. Even just oldest children, even you could say, but obviously she's coming from the perspective of like an elder daughter, so. But yeah, I think you could take that in like many different ways, but how I'm personally taking it, because this is applying to myself, I like that lyric a lot, because I just feel that as like a good motto for myself. Like I've never really felt cool, or it never felt like in, really, I guess. Like I've never been like one to super follow like trends unless like I like them. Like if I like something genuinely, that's different, but I'm not like just following a trend to follow a trend. And so yeah, like I'm not a bad bitch and this isn't savage, but I'm never going to let you down. It is very much a like I'm trying to be somewhat genuine and real and that kind of thing.
Yeah. You know, I get that. I'm not an eldest daughter, but I am.
You are
I am the eldest son.
You're the eldest son. Yeah.
So.
We're both older children, which is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that pressure of like, I don't know, just those expectations that like parents put on you because you are the firstborn, pretty much.
Yeah, and I think some of that expectation is like the parents putting that on you, but also like the child feeling that like growing up. I think that that's also like, and whether that's like manufactured like in your head or like whether it's actual pressure is kind of like up to interpretation. Also like case by case basis, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's not the same for everyone, obviously. Everyone has like different levels of like understanding and expectation and like how they feel about, you know, how they were raised and whatever. But yeah, I really like that one.
Yeah.
And Honey, I just first off, Honey's beat gets me every time. Like I just really like it. It's so boppy. Like that's like
I love a bop.
Yeah, I love a bop. And like Honey is just like, I don't know, like I just love her, how she writes this. It's very much like if anybody, she's like, if anybody called me sweetheart, it was something, what was it? It was like, she goes like sweetheart, and then like
something about like not saying it without giving me praise or something. Is that what you're talking about?
That's later in the song.
Okay,
the first one is like sweetheart, and then she says another term of endearment. I forget what it is. It's like sweetheart, another term of endearment, honey, and then and then the other one, what you're talking about, is like she said lovely. If anyone
lovely,
if anyone
okay.
was if anyone was calling me lovely, they were looking at ways to not praise me. Like that was, so it's like term of endearment, and then honey, and then it's like talking about Travis basically, and just how like he calls her honey, I guess, or sweetheart, or maybe all of these terms of endearment she's called by him, and like she's just sort of like reframing them, like these are the people have said certain things to her, and then it was always like passive aggressive or like whatever. I like that framing and then like reframing it as like these things are now kind of like reclaimed and she actually likes these phrases now because Travis calls her them. Yeah. Which I think is just an interesting way of being like perspective, right? Like perspective changes everything. Kind of thing. And I liked how she wrote that one and I liked the vibe of it and I like just the lyrics. And it's just a cute song of being like, oh, they have a cutesy little nicknames and I just like that.
Yeah,
because honestly that's how I feel with us sometimes. Like I never liked when people called like if anyone called me baby I was like ew, but you call me baby and I like it. Or like babe or whatever. I think that's cute for us. But if other people called me that I'd be like, what? Like
restraining order.
I would not be happy about that. I'd be like, ew. And I literally hated that like term of endearment until like we started dating and like that's what we started saying. So like I get that. I like vibe with that. Like like reclamation or like reframing of terms of endearment or whatever.
Yeah.
Because you've never called me like sweetheart or honey or anything like that really. Yeah. It's always just been like baby or like my name or whatever.
My baby.
Yeah, my baby. What about you? What are yours?
I am going to tease that out for the audience as we take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. I'll reveal my top 3. It's probably not as exciting as hers, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hey friends, hope you're enjoying this episode. This is normally where an ad would be, but you're in luck. It's just little old me. So I guess this episode is sponsored by us. In case this is your first time here, welcome. We started this podcast because we wanted to eventually do this full time and have this support us. But for right now, we're actually trying to fund our wedding. Lex and I have been together for 10 years now and engaged for a couple years. And with expenses unfortunately showing no signs of dropping, it's safe to say that weddings are costly, to say the least. So if you like what we're doing and want to support us, you can subscribe to our Patreon, you can buy us a coffee, or you can simply share and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you so much in advance and enjoy the rest of the episode. And welcome back. We are back from break, and as I have promised, I will give my top 3 tracks from the life of a showgirl. So in no particular order, I like Wood.
Oh my god, really? Oh wait, okay, this isn't in order, okay.
No particular order.
I was gonna say this is number 1.
Yeah, not number 1. Canceled.
Okay, cool. I do get canceled. The vibe is interesting.
And The Life of a Showgirl.
Oh, like
featuring
really?
Sabrina Carpenter.
The last one, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, why? I'm so interested.
Okay, so like I mentioned at the beginning,
all different.
I this might be shallow, but like I do like something catchy,
Some
something
bops.
Yeah, some bops, things I can,
That's fair.
move my shoulders to, move my hips to.
Yeah. You are a dancer at heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm a showgirl at heart. No, and I don't know, just those like I jam out to. And okay, first of all, Wood. Let's talk about it.
That's a wild song. Like
His love was the key to open my thighs. Oh, another jaw dropper.
Yeah, that was like
another
whoa.
one where I'm just like, what?
Yeah, this is you.
Did I hear that right?
You said this when we were walking around Target.
Yeah.
But it was like, this must have been how you felt when she first released Dress.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
that line from Dress where it was like, I only bought this dress so
we
you
can
could take it off.
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I wonder if that was like a
spicy.
similar feeling.
Yeah, for sure. Because
Yeah.
like she really didn't get too spicy with anything until Reputation.
Yeah.
And so Reputation was like the first time she was really like, she wasn't like super overt with anything in particular. Like a lot of this was still like kind of subtext, but that was pretty overt.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I only bought this dress so you could take it off. I'm just like, oh, all right. So yeah, with Wood, yeah, the whole thing is just very obvious. Like,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, Travis, man. You've got the most powerful woman in the world writing songs about your manhood, your new heights.
First off, New Heights of Manhood is a hilarious lyric.
Yeah.
Because it's like New Heights, like his podcast, obviously.
Yeah.
And then like of manhood, like just how you put that in there. Like it's like very on the nose, but I'm kind of here for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'm just like that was like clever in its own way.
Yeah.
Like doing it like that.
Because like I heard New Heights, I was like, wait a minute, isn't that the name
Name of his podcast.
of the podcast he does with his brother?
Yep.
And I was like,
Yeah, it's so funny. I'm just like, oh my God. I was like, this is just like singing Travis's praises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You lucky dog.
Oh, did you like it for any other reason? Like,
oh, this is the song that like I clocked it immediately. That
Oh,
guitar. Din,
yes,
din,
yes,
din,
yes.
din, 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 din,
yeah,
din,
it's very
din.
Jackson 5.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
I Want You Back from Jackson 5.
Yeah.
And I'm not the only one who noticed
Oh,
that.
no,
so.
yeah. I feel like that was very obvious. Yeah.
I've heard someone
Yeah,
point
yeah.
out that like this is taking from different I don't know what's
Samples
the right
of
word.
music.
I don't know if sampling's the right word, but like inspiration maybe from like different artists, different.
Yeah,
I don't know. There was like
yeah.
a theme connecting them, and I wish I remember what it was, but
Yeah, because some people say, I forget what track it is, but they said that one of the songs sounds like Jonas Brothers' Cool. Which I don't know if I connected that one personally, but I'm sure it probably does. And I just love that though, that like she is kind of throughout this whole thing also being like, oh, let me show kind of everyone's throughout like all the music industry, and not even just like famous like singer-songwriters, but also like just actresses, because like Elizabeth Taylor's on here too.
yeah. What was the song that I said sounded like girl you? Oh, I know Victoria's Secret.
Oh,
Girl, you, was it Honey?
Oh, I don't know if it might have been Honey. No, Honey. I thought it was a different one actually.
Okay.
But maybe it was Honey. Gosh,
One of them sounds like
I
that
forget.
song.
Yeah, one of them sounds like. Yeah.
All right, so I have some more like lyrics I've written down that I have just stood out to me. So I'll speak on my top 3 and then I'll go to the others. Under Cancelled, I really like the lyric, but a shattered glass is a lot more sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that's true. Like you, as a person, like yeah, like. It's true. Well, first of all, from a literal standpoint, it is true that like shattered glass, like that's gonna cut you. But like in the symbolism
There's more of it.
of a person, like being the shattered glass, you become sharper.
Yeah.
You become maybe like a little bit more cunning.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, like your pain is used to, either make you stronger or creates a potentially
Or
like
makes you bitter.
Yeah, it makes you bitter, or like you said, more cunning. Like you get smarter.
Yeah.
With like more
cunning
hits.
is I'm putting it a little bit nicely with cunning.
I feel like cunning is not necessarily nice. Like
Oh.
yeah,
Maybe I'm not then.
I feel like that's more like, I don't know, maybe a bit more like devious.
All right, I'll say
Yeah.
you become more careful.
Yeah, careful would be
Careful, maybe calculated. All these C words.
Yeah. Yeah. I do like Cancelled is interesting because I just think that opens up kind of like when we were talking about before, like with cancel culture, like that opens the door, especially if you're friends with someone who's like a celebrity like Taylor. I feel like, yeah, like what do you do when your friends are canceled? Like, do you just be like, bye? Like, you know what I mean? But like that goes for anybody.
Yeah.
Like, do you just sort of be like, goodbye, or do you kind of just be like, oh, well, there's, good and bad here? Like, I don't know. That whole subject is very interesting too.
Yeah. Again, I'll keep saying it. I'm not someone who thinks people are as disposable as some people might think they are. Like, to completely cut someone off. I mean, it's a case by case basis.
Yeah, it is a
who they are to
case-by-case
you.
basis. Yeah, 100%. And I feel like cancel could be about like multiple people.
Oh yeah.
So it's like there are varying degrees of like acceptance, obviously, for like things you tolerate.
You know what's crazy? Even though like I don't have like the full context of like all that was going on that may have been around like this, and it's just like all her other songs. I think there are some Taylor Swift fans that like know nothing about her outside of her music. Like they don't know the drama, the backstory. Like they don't keep up with all the Easter eggs and just like the history. They just listen to the music when it comes out, and then that's it. And
yeah,
that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that crazy, but
I sometimes think that that's like a better perspective to have. Like if you just listen to the music for what it's worth, I think that maybe is a more unclouded version of like of things potentially.
I get it. You might be a little lost though.
Yeah, with some of the things. I don't think you necessarily need to know all of the Easter eggs though.
I guess that's true to enjoy the song, so you don't need to.
Yeah. And I think that's the point. I think she does that intentionally.
Okay, I can kind of see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that because like maybe you're enjoying it for what it is instead of trying to speculate, okay, who's this about?
Yeah, instead of, which I think to an extent Taylor wants you to do that, but I don't know. That's again personal. Like how much do you want to deep dive?
I think she tries to toe the line of like, sure, this might be about someone, but I also want to be relatable enough to where like you can like insert someone that you might know that fits this. Yeah. The shoe fits. So, and I think she does a good job of that.
I do too.
Yeah. And then for The Life of a Showgirl, this is not a lyric, but I just wanted to point out a cool fact that you might know this, but like the end part is audio from her very last Eras Tour show. I think Toronto, but don't quote me on that. But I think that's just really cool because like, man, how special the whole Eras Tour just was.
Yeah. And like, I'm sure she knew that, like with the intention of putting that audio probably on this track. I could totally see that being a thing. Yeah, The Life of a Showgirl is also like a fun one.
Yeah, I like Sabrina Carpenter. On that, I think she's a good singer too. I like her songs as well.
I think it's a very Sabrina Carpenter song in the way that it's like set up. I don't know. There's just like Sabrina has this like vibe of how she'll like tell a story, but then kind of like insert her own thoughts in it. Like, and it's not the way Taylor does it, where Taylor kind of does it in like a woven story, more storytelling poem sort of way most of the time, not all the time, but a lot of the time. Where like Sabrina is more of like it's like you're talking to a friend, and then she'll like insert her side of the story, even though like she's talking maybe like generally for a minute, and then like she'll insert exactly what she thinks. Like it's usually very like something very just like not out of nowhere because Sabrina Carpenter. She kind of just does like more jabby type stuff, or more like, I don't know, like explicit type stuff. Like she'll say stuff.
Definitely more explicit.
Yeah, definitely more explicit. Yeah, so it's like a little different. So a lot of people were saying that Sabrina Carpenter vibes are all over this album, and I can kind of see that. With how like more explicit Taylor's being on this particular album. Yeah. Because before it was like thinly veiled. Most of the stuff. Yeah.
I think I've also heard that like this is sort of like a soft passing of the torch to Sabrina Carpenter.
I've heard that too. For sure.
Not saying that like Taylor Swift's going away.
I doubt it. Not anytime soon. But it is very Clara Bow. Like it's very TTPD, Clara Bow. It's very just like
you're the next it girl.
Yeah, you're the next it girl. You're the next person in line to like bear this like, you know, privilege, burden, whatever you want to call it.
Blessing and a curse.
Yeah, blessing and a curse.
Yep.
I think that's all over this album, you know. A lot of people have kind of criticized this one for being, oh, this isn't really what it's about. Like, it's not really like the life of a showgirl. But I'm like, I'm a little confused when people say that, because I'm like, are you listening to the lyrics?
They're probably thinking a little too literally.
Yeah, maybe. Because a lot of Taylor Swift's like relationship with fame has to do with like how long will this last? Like, do I still like this situation? Like, is it worth it? Like, there are so many. Like, I wrote a few down here.
Okay.
Where it's like they all connect.
Mm-hmm.
Like fame and like she talks about like fame and fortune in a lot of her stuff, but Clara Bow, which is one I just mentioned, but also I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, like that's TTPD. The Lucky One, that's Red. Starlight's Red. The Life of a Showgirl, obviously, and Elizabeth Taylor, but also in like Nothing New, and that's also Red. And then Anti-Hero, that's Midnight's. You're on Your Own, Kid, that's Midnight's. Like, she's been talking about this stuff for like a while. And I don't know, like especially Nothing New always gets me because it's like even all the way far back as Red. I think that was that Red? I think that was Red. Yeah, Nothing New. Yeah. And it's just like, I don't know, like as far back as that, she's thinking, oh, how long will this last? Like, will this last? And that's Red. That was only a few albums in. So she's still thinking like, oh, how long will this last? Like, even though she like just had her Eras tour, and like the Eras tour is like, was insane. Like everybody was talking about it, freaking out about it, you know, whether good or bad.
Yeah.
And this is like something, I think I said this to you earlier, but that I think besides like her like love and romance like themes and stuff, I feel like fame and fortune and just like the relationship with fame is her most like talked about thing, pretty much, like her most like talked about like theme, I guess, in her music. It's just so all over her songs. And
because it's super those are very complicated things to try to navigate,
especially young.
Lots of nuance.
Yeah, especially being really
especially young. Yeah, being, you know, very young.
Yeah. And now she's not so young, but she's still thinking about it, still talking about it, still.
It's I mean, it's a valid thing to be thinking about because like,
yeah, it's ever present.
Yeah.
At least in her life.
Yeah.
Anyway. I mean, and in ours, but like more so in hers because obviously she's a public person.
Because just like as like a life thing, that like the only guaranteed constant is change. So
yeah,
you know, I don't blame her for constantly thinking about it and like being like, how long will this last?
Yeah, because I feel like at some parts, like even with like the Lucky One, like that one, I don't know if that has any particular frame of reference. I don't know if she's talking about any one specific person in the Lucky One. I think she's maybe just talking general, but she does kind of create a bit of a character there that, you know, you were the lucky, basically saying, oh, you were so lucky for getting famous, but then she was like, oh, you're so lucky that you got away. Like that was how it ends.
Yeah.
That fame is like a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
And fame and notoriety and money and all of that. Yeah. I feel like that's like so much of that is like Taylor Swift's body of work.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's go through some of the other ones I have. Opalite. I just have a note here. I didn't know this before I heard this song, but Travis Kelce's birthstone is Opal.
I love that.
And
that's cool.
Actually, at the time of recording this, his birthday was yesterday, so happy birthday, Travis Kelce.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I like the lyric, you had to make your own sunshine, and now the sky is opalite. That's just a romantic line.
Yeah, it's
that
a cute
I like.
line. Yeah.
And I wrote down what opalite is. Opalite is a man-made synthetic glass with an opalescent appearance that resembles natural opal and moonstone. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty.
I love how much she loves Travis. That makes me happy.
Yeah, and like what are the odds that like her favorite gemstone is opal and his birthstone
Wait,
is
really?
opal?
Her favorite is opal?
That's what I read. I don't know how
damn.
true it is, but imagine if it is. I'd like that's his birthstone.
Yeah,
like, are you kidding me? Talk about serendipity. Like if that's true.
I mean, it's no diamond.
Yours is a diamond.
Mine's a diamond. Let's go, April babies.
Mine's a peridot.
That's cool. I remember the first time I saw that word, I thought they were saying period. I was like, what kind of gemstone is this?
No, it's a green.
Peridot.
Yeah,
okay,
it's green.
Okay, period. Okay, in father figure, well, obviously, I can make deals with the devil because my dick's bigger.
That's hysterical. I just won't.
That one, I'm just like, oh, Taylor, what did I just hear?
What did I just hear?
It took me a while to listen to that song and like have that like shock value wear off from me.
Yeah.
But then here's a real fucking lyric that I really liked. They want to see you rise. They don't want you to reign.
Yeah.
I love this so much because everyone loves to root for like an underdog or someone that's up and coming.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're at the top already, you kind of lose that.
Yeah.
Because now you've made it, and now maybe you don't necessarily need the support.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's at no fault of your own.
Mm-hmm.
And so this reminds me of like the line from The Dark Knight: you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think that's so true too. Just for like, just not necessarily just Taylor Swift, just like other people. It's like you do eventually sometimes notice how money can often like corrupt people, even like fame and stuff can like corrupt people, and you just sort of wonder like, why are things the way they are when they don't need to be that way?
Yeah, I just think that like when you're at the top or like when you've made it, like you could be the exact same person doing the exact same things as when you were the underdog or up and rising.
Yeah.
And like, well, people will just treat you different.
Yeah, 100%.
So.
And that's super unfortunate. But I think, like, it's not so much that like money can change people, obviously, but I think just the nature of having more money and making that a public thing, that changes people's perceptions.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And like you're famous and they think that they can get stuff from you and whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of like with lottery winners where everyone comes out of the woodwork and it's like your great aunt that you met when you were like 2 years old and is now suddenly asking you for tens of thousands of dollars.
I even feel like this could apply to non-artist things. Like if you were like a small mom and pop business, you got really successful, then you start opening up more locations, and then now like you're a chain. Yeah. Like you can like snowball into something too big for people's liking, and now it's like what started as something that like you loved or were passionate about, now
that's kind of a burden.
Appears as like, I don't know, like along the lines of like corporate greed.
Yeah.
Things like that.
And I feel like that's a very fine line to be walking.
Yeah.
Like just generally. But I have a quote from Father Figure.
Okay, sure.
This is the one that I like is it's towards the end verse and it says they don't make loyalty like they used to. Your thoughts, ambitions spark the ignition on foolish decisions which led to misguided visions. And that to fulfill your dreams, you have to get rid of me. I protect the family. Love that. Like, first off, people saying this isn't very good lyrically. Like this whole whole album is not good lyrically. I think that's a very good example of like that. Your thoughtless ambition sparked the ignition. Like really, like that's pretty good. That's a pretty good like line and rhyme right there. But I just like that not only is that kind of like she's obviously calling out like Scooter Braun and Scott Bruschetta and all that. More so Scott Bruschetta, I would imagine.
I could go for some bruschetta.
Bruschetta, yeah. Scott Bruschetta. There you go. But I think that that line is pretty good because not only is it calling people out, but I just think that whole verse is like a fun flip of the beginning, kind of like what I was saying before. Yeah, it's just very interesting that they did that, and yeah, the whole line is just so good. The rhyme.
Give me that line one more time. Your thoughtless ambition.
Yeah, it's it says your thoughtless ambition sparked the ignition on foolish decisions, which led to misguided visions. Yeah, like that's all.
Damn.
That's so cohesive.
What a bar.
Right? Like that's so good. Yeah, I really, really like that. And it basically just saying that, like, yeah, like you had what you thought this was something, but it was actually something else. And not only did you not consult me about anything, like now it's like you're mad that I fall back a little bit. And it's just, yeah, I just love that. That line is so good. And I'm just like, oh, and I feel like it's kind of gets glossed over because it's like towards the end of the song.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, that's really good. Like,
yeah. Okay, so we're running out of time a little bit. I'm just gonna go through very quickly the sort of last two like lyrics I have. From the eldest daughter, every eldest daughter was the first lamb to the slaughter, so we all dressed up as wolves and we looked fire. Mm-hmm. Well, really, the first part of that I really liked. Every eldest daughter was the first lamb to the slaughter. It's like you're the guinea pig, basically. This goes for any like eldest child. Mm-hmm. If you have like younger siblings too, because like your parents get to practice on you.
Yeah.
And also like your experiences as like the first child.
Yeah. I've also heard like people say that like if they have a big age gap between the first kid and the next kid, that like they're like the test kid. Yeah. Like that's like kind of how some people feel. I think that kind of like goes with that line. Yeah.
And then from Ruin the Friendship, my advice is always answer the question. Better that than to ask it all in your life. Better that than to ask it all your life. Yeah. Which I agree with. Like, first of all, this song has like a twist that I didn't realize was coming because I didn't know the context of all of it. And you were telling me how it connects to this one other song.
Oh, it connects to Forever Winter.
Gotcha. Yeah. And I just wasn't expecting that. But I kind of stand by this where it's like I have never been the one to be afraid to risk a friendship in order to possibly find love. I've always thought that risk was worth it.
Worth the reward.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is funny because like that's kind of how we started in a lot of ways. Like like her advice being like always ruin the friendship.
Yeah.
It's kind of how we started because we started off as friends and then we, became obviously more than that. But
yeah.
But it's like, but that was completely like almost entirely because of you, because you were very much like, oh, I want to go for this, and I was very much the one that like, oh no, do we do we ruin it? Do we not ruin it?
And look where we are now, baby.
Yeah, it's true. But it just like. You've always been better with that than me, like being
going for risk or like more risk taking.
Yeah, I'm more risk adverse, where like you're not.
I think I'm just maybe aware of which risks are worth it for me to pursue. Because I used to think I was just a risk taker, but now I'm just like I realize that it's
situational.
I can feel where like I feel like the risk is in my favor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you have a good read on whether or not this may go well for you.
And I'm definitely not always right.
Yeah, so. Of course. I mean, you can't be right all the time.
That's just life.
Yeah.
It's the life of
this
showgirl.
This risk just panned out for you. Yeah. And even this podcast is kind of like a risk, honestly. Yeah, in its own way.
So, lesson learned. Kiss the girl.
That's very on brand. Very on theme, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, we got to wrap up. We'll probably continue this conversation over on Patreon after this recording has ended. So if you are interested in hearing more of the conversation, consider subscribing to our Patreon, where we record for a few extra minutes. And you'll also get early access to episodes. We are a few weeks ahead on there. So if that's something you're interested in, consider subscribing. Or if you'd rather, you can just buy us a coffee. We love our coffee.
Yeah.
At buymeacoffee.com/nuancedafpod. But if you want a free way to support, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers to monetize the channel. And again, any and all proceeds will go towards our wedding fund. You can find all our links in the description /show notes or at linktree/nuancedafpod. That's linktr.ee/nuancedafpod. Thank you so much for joining us and listening. And remember, In a world where nothing is black and white, it's our jobs as human beings to find, understand, and be that nuance, because we are all nuanced AF.